Welcome to Demon Souls. My name is Nidas and this is a new Let's Play / walkthrough of Demon Souls. I've been playing this game before, I've been playing it sort of all the way through, and it's time for me to go through it again as a mage build. So this will be much more of a deliberate walkthrough where I'll be explaining mechanics, I'll be explaining a bit of the lore to the extent that it exists, and just trying to figure out a methodical way to go through it. We're going to do all the zones, all the bosses, all the white tendency event, some of the black tendency event, but not all of it, and that's the plan. So we're going to start with character creation, but first let's watch the amazing introduction and then dive in. Absolutely love that introduction. I've watched it so many times, but I can just always watch it one more time. It sets the mood, it just sets everything just so amazing. We're gonna start with a character creation. Now the character creation part is something that always takes quite a while, so I've prepared it in advance, so it doesn't take much time, I hope. We're gonna do body type A, the female. We are going to get a name. And then this is where you will see my originality. We're just going to call it Mage. Let's play. Because we're not going to be getting into like PvP or anything like that. And let's do that one. No. How do we delete? How do we delete? That's that one. Yeah. All done. And the class, this, if we're going to be mage, you would think that magician would be the right one, but it's actually royalty. You see that coronet is actually helping us with more mana, and on top of that we start with a ring that slowly generates mana. That's invaluable way to start as a caster, with having mana regeneration. Here there are lots of different things that we can choose from, and we're going to choose the Providential Ring. This is the only thing that is a perpetual item. All the other ones are just single use, and you just get those, right? So there, and then we have a save creation. We found this one. We're going to retrieve it. There, looking all nice and good, and then we are finalizing it. There.
King Allant the 12th, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valifax of the Royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Allant had roused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls lose also their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valifax also spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors lured by the possibilities braved the fissure to breach the accursed land, but none have returned. Pure of the Twin Fangs, yet the silent chief, Saint Urbane, Scurva the Wanderer, the sixth Saint Astria with her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Oh, has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
I just love that intro. It just sets the mood so well. Would you like to play the Journey to the Nexus? So this is basically the tutorial zone, and there's also some, if we can complete this successfully, there are also some good loot to do. So we are obviously going to do that just because it's part of the full experience. We'll also use this as an opportunity to explain some of the mechanics while we go through and learn our new character. So yes, indeed.
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you to the fissure. So that you may lull the Old One back to slumber.
And we are in game, and immediately we'll see that it's absolutely beautiful game. We're of course playing it on PS5 since it's a PS5 exclusive, and it just looks absolutely wonderful, this game. So what I will be doing here, we have our inventory, and with all the things that are there, for example, don't do that. We're gonna go over here, take a look at the things we start with. We're starting with this here. Enchanted by a special right that increases the wearer's maximum MP mana points. So that's good. And then some things. What we're going to do is we are going to re-equip instead of having our... You're going to need a catalyst like this for casting spells. But we are going to put in our offhand. So you basically manage, you can see in the lower left hand corner, you manage your... That's bringing up your shield or doing an R1 attack and an R2 attack. Ooh, she's loud. But you can also switch things, and that means we can now use it for casting spells. So we can now attack and cast spells at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but without switching equipment. Here we go. So for example, like that. Well, we are a caster, so let's start blasting away. We have, item-wise, we have this ring, the fragrant ring. This is one we start with. This is the one that slowly regenerates mana points. I don't know how much, but it's better than nothing. And this is the Providential ring, the ring we start with because we chose it in our starting package. That gives us a bit more item discovery, and item discovery is really nice. And this gives a bit more healing and that kind of thing, which is nice. That huffs and puffing around us is the mana regeneration, I would imagine. And there we go. And see, our mana is, yeah, it's depleting. It's depleting, alright. And I use R3 to lock on. And our mana is just slowly dissipating as we move forward. You can see every time we kill something. Whoop. Alright. So, as a mage, we just don't really want to get close. So we're going to be dodging and rolling and trying to avoid. So our most dangerous parts, that's the more aggressive monsters that will just come running at us. Okay, we're going to make some changes. This is our hotbar. Crescent Moongrass is small healing. Half Moongrass is medium healing. Noble Lotus counteracts poison. There's no poison in this zone, so I don't know why we have it. I just look at this thing. The smoke, the light, everything is just absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love it, I love it, love it. Crescent Moongrass. Oh yeah, and then we can do this leap. Oh, there was a ladder, but the ladder fell down. Nice, so we can't get back up. So this area gets a bit crowded, but not too much. We can also try something else just to see. We can also do like a block, and that takes stamina, the green bar, or we can do a parry. I hope. Come on, do a parry. Ow. Ow. Okay, not really working very well, the parry. There we go. Yeah, stab to the face. So that's the parry is high risk, high reward. Oh, let's switch back to we are a mage after all. Ooh, so you can actually start the cast and then still log on before the end of the cast and it still works. Okay, let's try one more parry and then just see how that works. Yep. Still got it. So it's super satisfying to do parry, but as a mage it's also kind of risky because we just don't have hit points. So yeah, we don't want to die. We'll go back to this one. Alright, so this is the first little zone, and we come up and learn about this mechanic, the Archstone. That's basically a Firelink Shrine. It's a checkpoint. This is where we respawn when we die, generally, not in the tutorial area. We go to the Fallen Outpost. Alright. So, at this point, let's see. I don't know if I should keep... Ooh, getting a bit close, are we? Yeah, so not everything dies in one hit. Yeah, don't fall down. There's a guy. You got two of these. That should do the trick. And we come up against some bit tougher ones. These ones, you really don't want to be hit by this. And if they shield, if they bring up the shield, then they barely take any damage. So we want to get first shot of these. See, almost no damage. Kind of a problem. Coming up with shields up, weapons online. Maybe we'll let the shield down. Yeah, see, that's not really working. So we have to do a parry against this guy. Oh, okay. Well, that's a... There you go. And parry timing is something you have to get used to. Let's switch back. We are a mage after all. Rolling through crates, that's just an obligatory thing we have to do. A few more things up here. That one. Stab, stab, stab. Crescent Moongrass. And some unknown warrior souls. So yes, unknown warrior souls. Let's just cover souls. We have 165 souls. And that's basically, yeah, that's the what do you say? That's both our experience and our currency. If we die, we lose it, but it leaves at the corpse wherever we died, and we can reclaim it. We're gonna go much more through those mechanics as they happen, invariably. Well, you see, this guy is a bit too close. Don't really like that. Okay. Also notice that there's a bit of a stun lock when you hit them, so that's also good. This guy, are you aware of your surroundings? You usually are not. Just make sure that we don't enter fog. Examine corpse. There you go. Alright, enter fog, and that is, at this point, one more, and then the boss time. This boss is particularly troublesome because you get one shot at this boss. If you don't make it on this shot on the boss, then yeah, well, you just yeah, you don't get another chance. But anyway, we are of course gonna make it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wield my sword in two hands because I think it's better to try to do melee attacks against it. Okay, so wish me luck. We're going in. Alright, here we are. I want to get behind it and look at the pathetic damage we do here. Just walk back when it jumps. Don't use your last abilities. I might be getting... okay. And jump. Switch over. Jump, roll onto that one. Jump, yep, go back. Jump again. And just try to stay behind, then it'll be more likely to jump. What? How the hell did we take some damage from that one? Yeah, this is a long fight and there's no room for error. Seems actually our range with the big stab is shorter. Just keep rolling. Oh, that's a bad place. That's a bad place. I don't like being at the distance. Oh, that's what we don't want. Come on. And it's difficult to get closer once we are... yeah. Oh, we just got up and then we got murderized. Yeah, yeah. That is what it is. That is what it is. We just, with that little poker, we just don't deal the damage needed. But anyway.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
You have died. That sucks. And the Nexus has imprisoned your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. However, by capturing demon souls, you can reclaim your corporeal body. Yes. So, this is the Nexus. This is the hub from which we go out to the world. The way it works is that we are now, you can see we're in ghost form, soul form. The way the game works is a bit weird, but there's a way around it. And basically, if you die in human form, then the world gets tougher. If you kill a boss, the world gets tougher, as in, that's called move towards black tendency. If you die in soul form, nothing happens. So you don't really want to be in human form ever, because you risk making the world more difficult. The bad thing about being in soul form is that you only have half hit points. As you can see here, we have very few hit points and we only have half of it. The way we get our soul body back is by killing one of the greater demons, basically a boss, or by using some stones that we can find. So basically, we are going to play the entire game in soul form because there's just simply too much risk. Because in order to move each world, each of these 5 worlds, each archstones, and that's a broken one, that's 6th broken one, the 5 archstones, move those into what is called white tendency. You have to kill 3 bosses without dying, and that's a bit of a tall order to do. So even if you just lose one, then you make it very, very difficult for you to actually reclaim that and make it white again. So we have to fight the entire game until we've cleared all the bosses in each zone in soul form, and that's just the way the game works. So if you don't know this, just play in soul form. Anything else is just too risky. So we are here in the Nexus, captured by the Maiden in Black, who seems to be pretty damn powerful. Let's talk to the people around here and see what they have to say.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria?
Yeah, so that's basically the essence. We can decide whether we are coming to Boletaria, came through the fissure, either to lull the old one back to sleep, or just to claim some demon souls and become more powerful. Well, I guess we'll find out as we move along. Let's talk to some of our best friends.
You new here. Are you here for my services? The name's Baldwin. I'm just an ordinary blacksmith. It's simple. Just bring me all the souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons, or forge the ones you already have. With your souls, I can eke out a living. And with my weapons, you can go on living.
Sounds
Not
good.
a bad deal, eh?
Yeah, so the way it works is that you will repair. We use our souls both for upgrading, buying, repairing, and leveling up. We can't level up yet, so these are the things we can buy. It's fresh spice. That's basically a mana potion. So it's kind of pricey if we have to chuck those all the time, which means it's super useful. Super useful to have this mana regenerating. Right, the other friend.
I'm Stockpile Thomas. When the Scourge came, I didn't know what hit me. When I came to, I found...
Oh my
What's come
God!
over you?
Yeah.
In God's name, stop!
I'm sorry. You're my best friend. Oops. Okay, don't put your controller on your thighs. I mean, can we talk again? You were saying something about your family and stuff?
When the Scourge came,
Sorry.
I abandoned my wife and daughter
I never seen him get up.
and fled like a coward. When I came to, I was in this Nexus. I haven't dared venture outside these walls since. I wish I could do more, but I am ignorant of the world beyond these walls.
Right, so he has the ability we can drop crap off at his place, because, well, there's no point in carrying it around. The thing is, and this is, if you pre-order, you get like renowned souls, and you get some stored souls, and you get legendary souls. It's pretty crazy. You also get some of these other things, but you get like massive bonuses for pre-ordering. Kind of, yeah. If you have also some crafting materials, yeah. And also some weapons. I'm not even going to use these weapons. I'm not super impressed by them. The good thing is they can't be upgraded. So the thing is, you might be able to use them, but you won't be able to upgrade them. So they won't last you very long. It's nice starter weapons. The Hoplite shield is a good shield, but it's too heavy for us. Here we have some other items that look pretty good. There's also like Boletaria and Royal Cloth. It looks good, but it's not actually as good as what we have. But then again, this is not about anything.
Rest assured, your goods are safe and sound with me.
Good.
Best of luck to you.
And leave. Here, and let's see if we look better in the other clothes here. It's obviously worse. It weighs more, and it's just worse in every way. Except, you look like you're missing the horse with that stance. That's very much a riding stance. It looked better the other. I mean, yeah, we'll try this one just for flair. It's distinctly worse, but yeah. So there's another thing that wasn't there in the original, but is an extremely nice quality of life thing, and that's the fact that you can take your stuff and you can just send it back to storage. There. Alright, that's more of a royal setup, and so we have a blacksmith who can repair and upgrade weapons. Not very many upgrades. Stockpile Thomas, who will be carrying all of our junk. We don't want to carry around. This guy that doesn't serve a purpose. He's a blue phantom, so I don't know what that actually means. There is one more. Yeah, you.
Oh my, how has this happened?
Massa.
Has God abandoned us for King Allant, failing to show proper respect? Oh, Mbassa.
She doesn't do anything. And this is where there will be more NPCs as we rescue them. So, at the current moment, there are a few things you can drop down and grab some stuff in here, but I don't really feel that they're worth actually going for, because they probably fall down to your death more times than not, trying to get there. So what we're going to do is we are going to go into the first world, but that will be a pretty good thing to do in the first episode or the next episode. So I want to start up on the new world. Let's see if we can take the first world, the first part of the first world in the first episode, next episode. Let's do that. So this is the tutorial episode with a bit of cutscenes and character creation, that kind of thing. So I hope you are enjoying this, and if you want to see more of this, be sure to hit the like button, share it, and all that good stuff, because I want to play this and I want to play it through, but it also just kind of doesn't really make sense if there's not any interest. So let me know if this is interesting, and I'd very much like to hear your advice on how to play a mage. I never played a mage, so that's also going to be interesting. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, take care and stay effective.